Here's a comprehensive video topic idea about traveling to the Czech Republic, covering tourist areas, the economic situation, safety, and the local approach to tourism. Section 1. Prague, the city of 100 spires, a deep dive into Prague, the capital city, exploring Prague Castle, Charles Bridge, Old Town Square, and the astronomical clock, immersing in the magical atmosphere of a city steeped in history and architectural marvels. Section 2. Cesky Krumlov, fairy tale town and castle complex, discovering Cesky Krumlov, a UNESCO-listed town with a medieval charm, exploring Cesky Krumlov Castle, the Vltava River, and the charming old town, discussing the town's fairy tale ambience and cultural significance. Section 3. Karlovy Vary, spa town and bohemian elegance, venturing to Karlovy Vary, known for its spa culture and elegant architecture, exploring Mill Colonnade, Diana Observation Tower, and the hot springs, discussing the tradition of spa treatments and the town's artistic heritage. Section 4. Kutna Hora, silver mining history and Gothic splendor, exploring Kutna Hora, a town with a rich silver mining history, visiting St. Barbara's Church, Sedlec Ossuary, and the Italian court, discussing the Gothic and medieval influences on the town's architecture. Section 5. Brno, Moravian capital and modern vibe, journeying to Brno, the capital of Moravia, exploring Spilberg Castle, the Cathedral of St. Peter and Paul, and the Brno Underground, discussing Brno's mix of historic sites and a modern, vibrant atmosphere. Section 6. Economic landscape, Czech Republic's prosperity overview of the Czech Republic's economic situation, emphasizing its stable and prosperous economy, discussing key sectors such as manufacturing, services, and tourism, exploring the impact of economic factors on the country's infrastructure and amenities. Section 7. Safety in the Czech Republic, Traveler's Guide, discussing the safety aspects of traveling in the Czech Republic, overview of low crime rates, healthcare facilities, and emergency services, sharing insights from tourists about their experiences with safety. Section 8. Ceske Leby, Renaissance Castle and Romantic Gardens, venturing to Ceske Leby to explore the charming Renaissance castle, discovering the romantic gardens, art collections, and historical artifacts, discussing the castle's role in preserving Czech cultural heritage. Section 9. Czech cuisine, Pilsner, Trdelník, and traditional delights, sampling Czech cuisine, including Pilsner beer, Trdelník, sweet pastry, and traditional dishes, visiting local pubs, beer gardens, and markets to experience the flavors, discussing the culinary traditions and the love for beer in Czech gastronomy. Section 10. Local hospitality, Czech warmth and tourist interaction, providing insights into Czech hospitality and cultural traditions, interviews with locals sharing their perspectives on tourism, tips for respectful interactions and cultural immersion. Section 11. Olomouc, Baroque beauty and historic squares, exploring Olomouc, known for its stunning Baroque architecture, visiting Holy Trinity Column, Olomouc astronomical clock, and the historic squares, discussing Olomouc's cultural significance and its well-preserved historical sites. Section 12. Telc, Renaissance gem and colorful facades, discovering Telc, a UNESCO-listed town with a Renaissance architectural ensemble, exploring Telc's castle, the main square, and the iconic colorful facades, discussing the preservation of Renaissance architecture in this picturesque town. Section 13. Moravian wine region, vineyards, wine cellars, and wine trails, venturing into the Moravian wine region, known for its vineyards and wine culture, visiting wine cellars, participating in wine tastings, and exploring wine trails, discussing the unique grape varieties and the rich winemaking tradition in Moravia. Section 14. Bohemian Switzerland National Park, sandstone formations and pristine nature, exploring Bohemian Switzerland National Park for its unique sandstone formations, hiking through the picturesque landscapes, visiting Pravčica Brana, Pravčic Gate, discussing the ecological importance and outdoor activities in the national park. Section 15. Czech beer culture, Pilsner Urquell and brewery tours, diving into Czech beer culture, including a visit to the Pilsner Urquell brewery, exploring the history of Pilsner lager and the Czech love for beer, discussing brewery tours, beer festivals, and the role of beer in Czech social life. Section 16. Bohemian castles, Karlstein, Hluboka, and Český Sternberg, visiting iconic Bohemian castles including Karlstein, Hluboka nad Vltavou, and Cesky Sternberg, exploring medieval architecture, historical artifacts, and the scenic surroundings, discussing the stories and legends associated with these impressive fortifications.